Hey everyone, JSD Cool here, and welcome to another episode of Coolcraft Season 5. Now, in what is it? 3 or 4 days, it will be Sunday for the Super Bowl, and you know what that means. It means it's time for the annual prank. The only one that I actually continue doing, because there used to be 3 that I started doing in Season 1. And now 2 of those don't really happen anymore. But this one does, because I guess Jared Cole still plays on the server, that's why. I mean, no one has actually played recently, including me, because, I don't know, we've all had better things to do, I guess. Yes, Jared Cole's base is here this season. It's actually probably more built up than mine, and if you saw last episode, you probably know why. By the way, a quick update on what was going on last episode. I'm still in the process of actually looking for a situation that could work. I found some stuff that hasn't been fully updated to 19.3 yet, and also doesn't work with Lightmatica. So, you know, ironing out the bugs. But anyway, of course, before we do any such prank, we're going to need to collect a lot of resources to do it, of course, because, you know, this year I'm actually doing something newer and original than I did in the past. And for this year, it's going to involve a lot of ice. Just looking at this, I feel like I want to build an ice farm soon, which I guess I will do in like 2 episodes or so, because I have an idea of what I'm doing next episode. Or heck, maybe it's later this episode. I'm not sure right now. It is now officially kickoff time, which means it's time to get on with the prank. And of course, you know, let's get into it. Funny he should say that, because I'm just about to mess with him here. So it's just kind of like the final little send-off to this prank here. I'm just going to, hopefully I don't run out of blocks when I do this, but I'm just going to make a little bit of a block trail of snow all the way from Tyler's. So yeah, alright then. So now that the prank is basically done, I just kind of want to give you guys a quick little history lesson about why the Super Bowl prank is even a thing. So, back in Season 1, which was 2019, if you can even believe that, like 5 years ago, like geez, the Super Bowl was being played of the Patriots versus the Rams, I believe. And Jared Cool is a Patriots fan. So, me and the Golden Creeper happened to be in a voice chat that day, and for whatever reason, Jared Cole, I know he wasn't around. We were like, you know what would be funny if we just built the opposing team's logo at Jared Cole's base, and then it would have been even funnier if the Patriots lost, because then it'd be like, ha ha ha, they're gloating even in Minecraft. But yeah, we did that, and then obviously the Patriots won that year, so it wasn't that big a deal. But I decided from the next year, I had decided that, you know what, I'm going to do this again, although the Golden Creeper wasn't around, and I think I was briefly talking to APRZN during that Super Bowl, but I don't quite remember. I ended up building just something else random in Jared Cool's base. You can go back to Season 2 and find that. But yeah, from that point on, it's basically been every year on the Super Bowl, I build something usually in Jared Cole's base, apart from Season 3 when we shared a base and Tyler happened to be around, so I just built something in his base instead. So yeah, that's why we pranked Jared Cole in Super Bowl. But yeah, But yeah, as you can see, there is the lake that he built his whole thing around is now covered in ice. So ha ha ha. And also his mob farm now has this thing to spawn mobs on him. So ha 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 ha. Actually, now that I think about it, every Super Bowl prank apart from the first one has been left standing for basically the rest of the season. So we'll see what happens for this one. All right, now that the major part of this episode is, I guess, finished, time for, I guess, a little update in this project. I probably said I wasn't going to do anything about this in this episode, but hey, I don't know. I've got nothing else going on this week, I guess. So, I did get a mod that can auto-build stuff from schematics, but it's not the best at auto-building. Like, it can build, basically all it can do is place in the nether portal frames and build the cobblestone. I have to basically do everything else. But hey, it does probably the hardest and longest part, which is placing all the cobblestone. Everything else is significantly easier. So yeah, I have gone a bit of a way now. Hold up. And yeah, I've actually gone over 1,000 blocks now. And this, it's so long, it passed by 2 separate ocean monuments, which is great. I have options for where I build a guardian farm in the future, I guess. Being very close to this is actually very convenient. And yeah, we also then get over to the section on land here, which is the most recent section here that I built. Now, there is, the slight issue of this ain't changing in height. So, as you can see, this thing needs to continue straight, which, I mean, when the land rides up like it does over here, I mean, that's deal with the bowl, but it's not ideal. But you see, it is significantly more of an issue when it rises up this much. So, yeah, as you can see, I've started to blast out the path that this thing was going in and clearly missed some of this wall here. I don't know if this is going to be that big of an issue. It probably will be because the auto builder thing will want to remove all of the blocks that are slightly intruding, so I might need to adjust the schematic a little bit. This is a nice cave. It's big. I'm sorry if you can't see this because YouTube compression, by the way. Yeah, damn, this is a large-ass cave. Holy. Oh, there's a deep dark down here as well. Are there skulk sensors down here? I want to set one off and then just fly away. This is a catalyst, but I don't see any sensors. Okay, cool. Anyhow, that is completely irrelevant. But yeah, so what I guess I'm going to try and do is blast everything out to basically the curve. You can see in the unloaded chunks here how far this extends. And got about 300 blocks further south here that we gotta go from the current point, I guess. It's actually closing that gap. Yeah, as you can see, there's a lot that we have to go through. Man, I've been just rambling on this clip a lot. So yeah, anyhow, yay, TNT stuff. I added another TNT duper to the edge here as I was a little bit uncomfortable with how close this wall was here down at the bottom. And I've also placed the, well out of render distance over that way, I placed the return station in. So yeah, we should just be able to launch this whole thing and yeah, blow out a lot more. Alright, it is a few days later since the last clip, and as you can see, we have progressed quite a ways. In fact, we are now within, I'd say, less than 40 chunks until the curve here, which is like a couple, it's only like 2 days worth of building. I'm saying days because I go like a 21 chunks per day, or roughly that, I think. And yeah, here's the corner, and oh yeah, I guess I don't know if the last clip was showing you that I blasted out all up till here. But yeah, I blasted up through this corner here, and obviously, actually, before I go and build the corner, I'd have to start blasting out the hill over there. Probably a couple other chunks around here. But besides that, we are getting close. And also, I've learned that it is painful to try and render a replay using AV1 encoding. So, yeah, don't be like me. Don't do that. Just use H.264 or whatever, because it's going to be significantly easier. So anyhow, all that aside, I'm going to say thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to like, and subscribe. Check out my game, which is linked in the description, and I will see you all in the next episode of Coolcraft Season 5. Bye!